Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I have yet another fall video for you. I hope you're really enjoying these fall videos because I love fall. But anyways, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and this is my sleepy Oliver. And if you're returning, you know we love you. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting.
Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I was going to use these different paint colors from Waverly, but I did change my mind in the process. So I am going to use this sign from Dollar Tree. I got this a couple of years ago, but I know they still have these signs. And then one of these long signs also from Dollar Tree. So I started off by removing the paper, and y'all look how easy this paper comes off. The little one's not so much, but the rest of it just tore right off. I just thought it was great. Look at this. Watch. It's going to be one long strip. Anyways, once I had all that paper off, I sprayed it with water and let it sit for about 5 minutes. And then I'm just using my paint scraper here to scrape off all the extra residue. And as I was scraping it off, I just realized that the back of it was just, or the under that paper was just not very nice looking. The back side was not very nice looking. So I decided to just paint it with my Ivory. And after I painted it, I just did not like the look. I'm trying to think of what I really wanted to do here. So I just took this Crackle Medium by Folk Art, and I'm just going to put it all over my paint. Now, if you don't have Crackle Medium, that's okay. You can use school glue. The difference is with school glue, you paint over the glue while it's still wet. This Crackle Medium, you have to wait till it dries. Honestly, so far I've done both, and I actually like the school glue better. It seems to turn out better for me. But anyway, so I'm taking my pumpkin chalk paint by Waverly here, and when you go over that Crackle Medium or even the school glue, you want to just do like single strokes. You don't want to go over the area too much, so you try to just do like a single stroke all the way through, and then you use a heat gun, or you can wait if you don't have a heat gun and let it dry, and it will start crackling. Now this didn't crackle as much as I was hoping for. I mean, there is some crackle to it. So yeah, I don't know why that is. But anyways, I took my Waverly Antique Wax and a small brush here, and I'm just outlining the little grooves that are in these pumpkin piece here. And then I just took a baby wipe and just kind of smeared it in and wiped off the excess. And I did that all the way down. And there's 2 grooves in this little piece here, and I did both grooves. And then once I was done with that, I took my little paintbrush here and my wax, and I'm just kind of mimicking the rings of a pumpkin. But when I did the top one here and I did the middle rings, I didn't like the way that looked. So I decided to just do the one ring along the pumpkin here on the next ones, just like you see right there. After that, I took these 2-inch wood letters. I get this in a pack from Hobby Lobby. I always get it when it's 40% off. And I'm just painting them with my antique wax, wiping it on with a paintbrush, and then wiping the extra off with a napkin. And then I'm going to hot glue some of these leaves. These are leaves that I get from Amazon. But you can use, any kind of leaf that you have, like from Dollar Tree or whatever. And I'm going to hot glue these onto my pumpkins. And then after that, I think the next thing I do is hot glue the letters. But yeah, then I'm going to use wood glue and hot glue on the letters and add them to my sign as well. The back of this pumpkin thing, you guys, was so weird because normally it's just the MDF on the back, but there was like paper that came off, and when I tore off the paper, it was coming off, it was like the other side of the pumpkin design that they had on the front of that. It was kind of weird. It was like another layer of paper. I don't know. But anyway, so I couldn't get half of it off, but there I just used my Titebond glue and hot glue to attach those 2 signs. And then I just took this beautiful ribbon I got recently from Walmart, and then the orange ribbons from Hobby Lobby, and making 2 bows, doing the awareness ribbon, scrunching it up in the middle, and using some twine to keep it in place. And then I'm just going to dovetail the ends and hot glue this to the top of my pumpkins. Now, you guys, these DIYs today are very easy. I only got 3 done for you. They're really pretty easy ones. In fact, I told my husband, I'm not happy about this video. It's just not what I would normally want to make, but it was in a hurry because I had my bonus daughter and grandsons coming, and they were actually on the plane flying here as I was doing these. So I will have more coming up, but let's just say this is a great video for beginners. So there it is. As you can see, I added some sunflowers to it as well, and I think it came out pretty cute. Again, not what I was originally thinking of doing, but you know, sometimes inspiration changes while you're doing this. I want to give a big thank you to all my subscribers. You guys, I love you all. You guys are all the best. And if you're new here and enjoyed today's easy video, please hit that subscribe button before you go. And if you'd like to help me out, you can do so by giving me that thumbs up, comment, and watching those ads. And then if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find the links to my social media accounts in the description box below. Okay, here's DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I'm going to use this beautiful page that came from the new 2024 calendars. That's the calendar I took it from. I'm going to use one of these wood paddles from Dollar Tree, and then my Waverly antique wax. So I'm going to start off by brushing on my wax all over the paddle here, and I made a huge mess on my table. I don't know why I didn't put my little pad down before I painted, but oh my goodness. Anyways, once I had it all covered, then I took my napkin here. I probably had too much on there, and just wiped off the excess, and then I'm going to do the exact same on the back and around the edge. Then I took some tumbling tower blocks, and I made 4 strips of 2, hot gluing them together end to end, but I think I only ended up using 3 strips of 2. And then I went over them again with my antique wax, just like I did with the paddle. Once I was done with that, I took my scissors, and I am just going to fussy cut all around this cute little watering can. And then I just made sure, I do end up changing my scissors out for some smaller ones, but I really cut all the way around those flowers and leaves. It kind of took a little bit, but and then I did the bees and the saying as well. Then I'm going to use my Mod Podge here, and I'm going to cover the front of my paddle with the Mod Podge, and then I'm going to let it dry. Just set it aside to dry. Once it was dry, I took all my little cutouts and I laid them on my paddle. I'm using regular parchment paper that you'd use in your kitchen and my heat press to reactivate that Mod Podge. And again, if you don't have a heat press, you can use an iron as long as you don't have it on steam. Then I'm going to cover it with Mod Podge again. That just protects the pages. Then I took some raffia here, and I grabbed a bunch, and I'm just taking a little thin piece of raffia to tie a knot around it. And then I'm just going to kind of trim off the ends here so it doesn't look so crazy. And then I'm going to hot glue it right in place, right there at the neck of that paddle. Then I took some of these sunflowers. Now, I just recently got these sunflowers at Walmart, and I got them because they're a little bit smaller than ones from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to hot glue them right over that raffia piece. And then I'm going to take my tumbling tower blocks and glue them on the back of my paddle so we have a stand. And as you can see, I glued one on the back of the paddle and then glued another set on top of the one that was on the back of the paddle. And then it was standing pretty good, but I decided to just go ahead and add one more on the top of that just to give it a little bit more weight and stability. And that's all there was for it. Super easy. I love that picture. It is so cute. And that calendar has some really, really cute pictures. And you'll have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. Okay, and it is a time for a celebration of your recreation. And we have Jane sent me these beautiful little rounds that she made. I think she did a great job. Thank you, Jane. And these beautiful pieces from Tracy. Oh, I just love those colors together. They're so pretty, Tracy. Thank you all. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase for you, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed there, or you can send them to me through Facebook, Messenger, or Instagram, and I'd be more than willing to show them for you. Okay, here's DIY number 3. This one's so easy, you guys. I almost feel guilty doing this one, but I'm going to use these window clings. If you guys have found these this year, it's amazing. They have like 2 sides, so you get like double the amount of window clings. And then I just recently found this piece at Goodwill. It was $2.99. It originally comes from Hobby Lobby for $14.99. I'm going to start off by taking all the pieces that I'm going to use, all these window clings, and I'm just fussy cutting all the extra plastic that goes around these little clings. And I just feel like it makes it look a lot more high-end and a lot less like a window cling when you do that. It does take a little time, but it's worth it. I'm going to take this spray-on adhesive by Elmer's Glue. And first mistake here is I should not have sprayed all around that thing. I should have just sprayed in the spots where I'm adding my window clings, because then it makes the surface all tacky where there is no window cling. So I did have to take my Goo Gone and some napkins and just really clean off the extra areas that I didn't need it. And I'm just gonna add all the little pieces that I trimmed up here. This one said Harvest Blessings. And then I'm going to add some little pumpkins along the side of my cart here. But I felt like that right side was still too plain. It needed something else. So this did have another saying. It says give thanks. And I thought, okay, well, that matches. And yes, I know that pumpkin's crooked. I did those pumpkins crooked on purpose because, you know, when you go to a pumpkin patch, there are pumpkins that don't lay straight, right? So you'll see in the final reveal there's another window cling on the right side there. Then I took some of this ribbon from Dollar Tree and I'm just going to hot glue it along the grooves of this sign, and I'm going to do the bottom and the top. And I have to say, when I bought this sign, I don't know if somebody had sprayed it with like that Elmer's spray glue before, or if there was an actual picture on this, but it was really sticky and tacky. So I had to clean it with Goo Gone before I could even do this, which if I would have realized anyways, I could have just left it on there. But here I'm going to finish this part up, and then I decided just to make a regular shoestring bow, just like you would tie your shoe laces. And I'm just going to hot glue it there, and then I'm going to dovetail the ends. I was going to paint the beads that are on this, but it was time to leave to go pick them up from the airport, so I didn't have time. But there it is. I think it came out pretty cute. Really simple, like I said, and really easy. But yeah, those window clings are beautiful. I just think the colors of them are just so vibrant. I just love them. Anyways, there's your final reveal, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I apologize that it's so short and these are easy, but you know, sometimes easy is best, right? And I will be back again. I'm hoping for Sunday with the What Would You Make, but if I can't get everything done in time for that, then I will be back on Monday for sure. But with all that being said, you guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go, like, thumbs up, all that good stuff. And I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your week, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.